That they do, but this is a map that both teams should be familiar with for Envy as well, and it's a map that is kind of figured out at the end of last year with this exact comp. The double duelist between that Yoru and the Waylay was so popular here, and both teams go for it.
Yeah, according to Sideshow, if you saw the pre-show, 3 strikes and you're out. So just don't lose 3 games and you're going to Santiago.
That's very true.
It's just that simple, and that's a bandit kill from Poppin.
And that's a bit more normal from
That's a
Kesnet.
ghost kill from Kesnet. I just got excited. New gun, it's fun. But it still, you know, shoots heads in very similar ways. All right.
Spike down.
Even playing field to just end down very low HP as Rossi makes quick work. And this will be back-to-back pistols for Envy if they keep it classy, which they do. Eggster starting to finish the round with the kill.
Nice cleanup from Envy, something they're always very good at on defense, no matter the roster.
A ghost for Oki. A shorty 4 digits in to do some silly little dive plays. It's calm to take the first contact and Inspire. Mows down a couple players. Eggster now just allowing players to run into this smoke. Doesn't care before teleporting on out of there. While Bao has picked up a stinger.
This is so Envy. Look at how they're playing this anti-eco.
Unreal. A Paranoia out from mid, and it has resulted in now a Marshall being picked up. Still not an easy position to play out of as the swings come on through. So it looks a little bit overwhelming at times. It still is going to get Envy their second round. Oh, now he is.
Yeah, no haunt breakers. I think they thought it was going to get stuck in that smoke and not reveal.
And that pull back out from A main. Oh, instant demise. Finds Kesnet.
Yeah, it looked like Envy weren't quite ready for those players to be so quick up mid, and suddenly this A main hold is just completely crumbled.
Yeah, after maybe seeing the ping of the player a little bit further up in mid, thought there was more pressure on the B side of things as opposed to splitting on A. That leaves Eggster here, flashing himself on in. Okeanos just holds the line. No issues there.
Cutting through.
And one by one they filter in. One by one, actually. Poppin gets his kill and can reset the round a little bit, see what damage Envy can do on the outside of things.
Inspire is going to be so late on a lurk, though. How much more can Inspire?
That's gross.
Okay, Poppin.
There's no way you get more here. Yeah, trying to make that mad dash for the Phantom. No luck this time. But already taking 3 rifles out of the equation. Not too disappointing of work from Envy. Inspire's managed to upgrade into the Vandal. Now falls on down. EG get their first. Evil Geniuses haven't really moved in behind it just yet. Poppin will be here if they continue forward.
Viper is doing so much as Inspire just threw that smoke. Gets caught by Oki.
Hard read from EG, right? Expecting Inspire to go for those forward looks. And again, it happens in mid. This is the standard play you were talking about from Envy. They're always going to be taking these opportunities, especially once players go down.
A third rotating in as well on B.
Teleport set up into the corner as the dashes come on in. Still that player lodged in sight. Still 2 players back in elbow. Calm gets the first kill, and the rest just keep on pushing forward. We're all tied up at 2 and 2.
Now having to take over and kind of nurture this next edition of EG.
Envy getting active up into mid, but instantly punished for it. Seeing if they could find anything here.
They're still going.
Bridges in, now the pressure comes in. Can't get anything else. And now this puts EG in a really strange position. It's less strange when Envy just keep running into you and dying. For a moment, EG were separated, 2 players towards B, 2 towards A.
Plant will come down. As it will eventually activate, but he's spotted out and won't get away with anything.
Now, Mimi, you were one of the Envy believers we had before this series. So far, they had that comeback towards the end of Abyss, but couldn't actually turn it around. What's the hope you would sell? And EG, with their hard reads on the main aggros, are anticipating this. That Dimensional Drift goes up into mid. Quick teleport out from Okeanos, trying to scout on back as Eggster gets that first kill. Quickly traded away. And now Kesnet under pressure. The Hunter's Fury trying to play off the back of that information. Forces Envy to run away. And as Poppin gets knocked down in mid, more and more individuals from Envy are asked to enter into the fight, and Rossi steps up when it matters. Knocked down just in the same moment. As Evil Geniuses throw that wall up, slow things down, plant the spike, and set up in the post.
2 on 3 now. This is a very big round for Envy. If Kesnet can get 1 kill, he'll get his ult online.
This hold from Evil Geniuses. covering a lot of their bases, and now as we see more and more players can make it a little more simple. That dart reveals absolutely everything, and Evil Geniuses shut Envy down. As EG continue to take things slow, it's interesting. You've got Dujizin playing slow over towards A, waiting for that re-aggro to come in. Evil Geniuses very clearly have done their homework and have a set idea of how to play this map. So Okeanos just goes for the swing into B main, gets the kill, gets the orb. He's looking for another dimensional drift in a couple rounds.
And he knows exactly what's coming next.
Sometimes it doesn't matter if you know what's coming, you still get sat down.
Ah, you do. Inspire getting his revenge in B main this time.
Bundled up with 4 players as the saturate comes down, they're slowed again, 15 seconds. Envy locking it down on A. EG have no option but to force their way back in, and it's so many for EG. Calm, left alone, charging on in, only 1 shot left and he gets it. Time to plant, but not time to pull away from this spike. Inspire, not gonna see him just yet. Peppers him through the smoke and takes him out. Inspire steps up to the challenge.
A big round for Envy to win.
Why can I still hear myself? The rest of Envy, 2 players in top mid. Nightfall comes on down as another reposition. Leads to Kesnet dropping and Dujizin once more, trying to get on out of there. As Poppin swings back in for another kill. Eggster behind enemy lines. At the same time, Baogub zipped in heaven. This map is insanity right now. Evil Geniuses want to come back into their Omen, but there is still Inspire on this site, and a nice shot from him locks down B. Back on Abyss, him holding down B site.
Here comes this fight again.
Was massive. Now with a chance to do it again. But pressure in from mid as well. The step on forward as he falls. Again out of it. And Mimi, there's another flank coming back through B main right now. As some stall goes up from heaven. Eggster trying to make plenty of noise. This flank is quick. Evil Geniuses are not looking the right direction yet, and that's gonna punish them. Rossi now in a one-on-one. Okeanos on the other side. Paranoia as he comes in behind him. It's ring around the Rosie. Somehow Okeanos has crept into the center of sight. And Rossi is right on top of him. You have got to be kidding me. Rossi gets it done. We're tied again.
Getting that kill onto Calm and setting Rossi up for his clutch.
One guy. Okeanos, though, has the ultimate, has the teleport to get on past those 2 players.
He did not look behind him,
He did not see them.
I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to see an empty A site. The problem is these 2 mid players are coming in quickly through this smoke. Eggster has no fear when it comes to swinging on through these, so flash through in front of the saturate, sat on down. 1 more player behind as the Hunter's Fury comes in. The Evil Geniuses just mow Envy down. This round over in the blink of an eye. Even these last 2 members of Envy completely isolated.
And it's one piece of util that does it. Dujizin saturate there was so perfect. That refight in was very well set up. A flash, an Omen Paranoia, but DG counters it out completely.
Inspire will get 1 over towards mid, but comes in a little bit too late to have any real go into this round.
Yeah, and with players this poor on the side of Envy, you want to save these guns, get a buy over to them.
Now what I'm curious is, obviously that round from Evil Genius Sleep, pretty solved, right? You know, they use those 2 ultimates to run on into the A site, hold down the quick flank through mid. Pit put down over towards the B side. Rossi's in a good spot. If he wanted to fight for the forward space with the Paranoia instead, dips on back as Kesnet goes in, 1 shot and out. Good for the kill. Back onto the line with a good Paranoia as well. 2 and 2 kills. Blind makes things a little bit more challenging with Rossi. Turns on a dime for a quick headshot. Helps out his teammate secure that one. Now Common 1-on-3. And no space anywhere on the map. Spotted a shoulder. He's really taking his time here. Spots the flash, turns it, pushes forward, but no kill. And now without any time left on the clock, the magic is lost. And Eggster will take a 5th. And Eggster, one of the first times ever, steps into the corner. Finally realizing this pattern of how Okeanos likes to play for the B main space. Probably the best round for it to happen as well. Take that hero rifle straight on out of the hands. Dujizin a little bit slow there. Pick up the gun, and Inspire will take that kill too.
They do get out on site, but this is still a tough fight. Inspire here.
I mean, it's just a mess, right? Envy making quick work of things. A flawless round for them. Take the lead once again. Yeah, the main thing, though, was Evil Geniuses on the defense side were absolutely lights out.
It's true.
So if you're going pure side, oh, double dive on in from Kesnet with the lineup there. Nice trade from Okeanos, playing a little bit further back this time around. On the B side, Okeanos has stuck around.
He heard the TP out. Does he know about Rossi? No.
No, he does now. Gonna remember that one. EG had stepped forward into A main as well, but Envy are just holding these angles a little bit too strongly right now. Good Prowler out, allows Inspire to go ahead and get yet another. Assuming all goes according to plan. There's still a little time left on the clock. Exter chooses to just go ahead and allow the spam, so while you can't spam through most of that wall, that little corner right there, you still can, Mimi.
You can.
Where the Bandit gets a couple of nice shots out of Soup, and he can fall on back and set his team up again for that post plant. This time, though, Envy just charging on forward. Two players now going for the swing, and it's not advisable. It is a disaster for Envy.
It's reminiscent of the first map there with holding for that re-aggression.
And even here, I like how patient Bao is being, waiting in the corner, anticipating again. Eventually, Envy's gonna try a little something. EG have plenty of time. They reacted very quickly on the map. They've got two players already in B main. So Bao's gonna be one of the last guys to activate. He's got to know there's players around here. Now he's looking at him. Nice shot from Poppin on the return, but dodges in, and Supa filter on through to take this pistol nice and clean for EG.
Yeah, you saw how willing EG were to give the space there to the double dive.
Swing rounds 2 and 3.
Thankfully for them, though, the way he bought, he won't have it at least until like round 4.
Round 4 is the one to look at. There could be some trouble, but again, this Bandit in a very good pair of hands. Supa for 3 here. Nice and easy.
I think that is the exact niche where we might see the gun fit in a little bit.
Oh, teleport up into A main. This is about to be mayhem. I tell a lie. Everyone teleports and dashes away except for Okeanos, who's left completely on his own. And now a little bit of that mayhem comes online as Kesnet pushes straight through that smoke. And it's Dudges in, running for the hills.
Yeah, nice hold for Envy. They wait for a moment, catch out that aggression, and then re-push in to eviscerate EG. Already down to only 2 players. And a B site open for business.
Since I think we have a little bit of extra time to continue this Bandit discourse going, because it's our first time seeing it, I do think there is an element, because I don't think we saw it at all in the first pistol round of Abyss, but we've seen one in all the pistols since then. I think there is a big thing to look at, your enemy agents, if it's more common for them to be buying a set of light armor or not. If you're playing against teams or agents that either don't have the right money, depending on the util they have to buy, or the tendencies, not so valuable on that pistol round, but it's plenty of good value.
There's also agents where it just works pretty well for in how they're buying. I think Viper is an example, right, where you spend 200 on your orb. You also have to remember that the gun sounds cool and it feels good to shoot, so.
Okay, those are compelling.
Those are compelling sells.
Is there anything else you've got for me?
No, I mean the other reasons were the main ones.
Fight up from Okeanos, trying to contest this orb so Poppin can't just get a free Nightfall. They're not even waiting for it. Kesnet is up and over. Look at that dive. Nice work out of him. But Okeanos still yet to fall. 1 kill in mid, but Calm is completely holding it. Well, shot straight in the back of the head. Envy around every single corner. This time the B hit goes perfectly for them.
A bit more reserved from Envy that time. They slow things down in the middle of that hit, then re-swing in together to kill these players that flooded in backside. That was a great little pause.
But I also love how Envy call around EG's expectations. When you see Poppin on the fade is 1 off of the Nightfall, you expect you have a little bit of time. He's going to go into main, he's going to pick up the orb, they're going to ult, then they're going to exec.
Nah.
Instead, it was that combo piece between the paranoia out of Rossi and Kesnet on the dive that really got that initial pick going. And then, of course, like you said, reset and continue that hit in as a team after Kesnet had TP'd back to the squad. Continued on forward here. And it has forced them now onto just Sheriffs and a Bucky.
I know Okeanos already dead in A main. EG was going for a re-clear kind of trap play in B main, but no one's home to receive that, so Envy instead will set up for a nice easy split into A. Scom's just hoping he can get something with that Bucky.
The aeroplane Buckster. I don't even think anyone from Envy is going to run towards him. They know the gaps they went for in this setup. Really taking their sweet time. Exter's getting itchy. Getting itchy for a fight, and that's going to punish him. Still nowhere really for Com to play from after that fact. Need a few more lucky breaks for EG to have a shot.
I think he's just going to stay there till he dies. Inevitably to the spike.
Those footsteps reveal everything Inspire needs to know to get the kill. Slip on away. Turn back in for another. Mow down some more on the eco. Not too bad there for Inspire. And for Rossi to finish the job. Maybe some opportunities to look for some spam if Calm's going to throw a dart into the mix. As Exter goes all the way up into heaven, sees that player. That could be a problem. Supa gets the kill on the other side. Now the hindrance really slowing things down for Exter. Finally, the second player approaches through elbow. So it'll be 4-on-4 in the post plant. Keep your eyes on Okeanos, so there's a player coming in from his back. Inspire so quick to move up into mid, and he's not going to have a chance back into the round. Nightfall was stalling things back into spawn as well, so EG have nowhere to go.
This retake is so hard. You're all pushing in from one angle. Really comes down to Bao's paranoia.
Who's it gonna hit? Absolutely no one. Envy in a great position, now committing to the pit, into the post. I think Evil Genius is just gonna call this off.
I mean, a Viper's Pit, you have no way back in. You've already used your only tool, and you want to save that operator. This round is done. But you already see, the hunt is on. Envy want to get that gun out of their opponent's hands, and that will be a successful endeavor. Everyone falls for EG, and Envy just 2 away from sending us to bind.
Really helped things out. Interesting paranoia and a Hunter's Fury from Calm, sending so much into a round with just the Sheriffs. And at the same time, there was an ultimate on the other side of the map. Rossi behind enemy lines while Inspire tries to creep up through main, shut down by Dujazin. This round is a wild one, because you've still got Okeanos in sight. In this smoke, Evil Genius is starting to rotate over as well as Oki spots a player, spots a shoulder as well, needs some shots but cannot get them. And now Envy have to get past these two players back in spawn. Shouldn't be too hard as the hindrance keeps Kesnet alive against all odds. A shock dart now lands the kill. And now with another shot out of Calm, he is stepping up for EG. 4-on-2 for them, Rossi in the smoke. The shorty has to be everything, he's low. Rossi's gotta have these, but they dodge the flash, he's not looking any of the right ways. Calm, nobody has a bullet! It's madness. And Exter now without a gun to play with. EG will take this thrifty.
That round was all about Calm.
Operator on the line from Oki, that's one of the duelists out of the equation.
But there's still more to come, and we are going to continue this push into the A site.
Hard for Envy to fight forward. The shot, the swing a little bit wider. So the plant goes down, and now a Viper's Pit to try and flood back into the site. That's the idea out of Supa. Bao's getting spammed down, and a hindrance ready to go on the other side. So many ultimates about to be thrown into this retake. Evil Geniuses know how much is riding on. That's 4 ultimates at the same time. And yet it's all stalled out by 1 C's. By Poppin on this line. Flash turned, runs away. Exter just being baited for. But Exter's not doing anything. His whole team is falling down. Now he has to do something. He cannot. EG for a 9th. Last time Envy got stalled out on the forward look. This time they're not even trying it just yet. Now the cover clears. A paranoia out. EG pulling the trigger. Envy really shying away from these lines. They don't feel good about this, but they have the Nightfall now to fight on through. That'll be 1 out of Exter. But Dujazin doesn't even care. Can't hear anything back to back with Bao. And these kills continue to falter on in. The lurk now. There's a shorty right in front of him. Superman gets the first knockdown. He cannot take it. Envy on a map point. Dujazin steps into main. Not hit by the C's, but was hit by the flash. He teleports back, and now with the lurk dying in mid, Envy really locked into this fight. A saturate hits Dujazin himself. I'm not even sure what happened. It's madness. Kesnet is up on top of site, and Envy continue on in. Nice hold out of Oki. So it's just Kesnet now in 4 on the round. Keeps Evil Geniuses in it.
With at least feint of this B hit, but it's a very heavy hold from EG in main.
This is aggressive on the anti-eco from Okeanos. He's not entirely rewarded for it either. Dujizin never really took a chance to go for the swing, and again, looking for that fight. Evil Geniuses maybe trying to switch up the formula here on an anti-eco, be less predictable.
They've given away a gun.
Yeah, it's not so rewarding.
And we work back into mid. That was pretty much uncontested ground.
Nice shot.
That's a problem dealt with. The gun is taken away, and now DG turns to attend to mid.
He's on all the right lines at all the right times. Does only get that second before being traded out. And Supa's on relatively low HP. There is a world here where NV can get the spike down.
Both these players are so low. Scum got something cooking with the shots.
Do NV have an idea? Right now, that idea is separate, divide and conquer.
Practically the perfect guns against low HP players. An Odin and a Judge.
Paranoia forward, pushes back into the corner, Rossi for three, and a thrifty map win for Envy. With 67 combined HP on those two players, they don't care. They see it through to bind.
A mirror of map one. Eco rounds to shut down a comeback.